And welcome back, my darling Diamonds in the Rough. I am your favorite Talking Stone, and today we are back with some more daily puzzles. Now let us just hop right on in with the Wordle. Right, and as always, favorite starting word has to be jazzy. And jazzy, a Y at the end. Now that's quite special, isn't it? We haven't had a Y at the end since Fuzzy, if I recall. But wow, that's nice. So what can we do? Because now it's the hard part. Because there's a lot of five-letter words that end in Y. But thinking of one, thinking off the top of the head, that's something difficult. Privy. Yeah, privy. Let's try that. I'm privy to this guess. We get an R. And we only get an R. But we get rid of a lot of letters. So that's fine. Maybe we want to end it with RY? Oh, we could go sorry. A little double R action, which you don't necessarily need, but, you know, it's a good word. Never mind, it's a great word. We are fantastic. Oh my, solving it in 3. Now that's some pretty cool guessing. Oh, accidentally switched the loading screen. That's silly. But yeah, what a guess. That's nice. Whenever you're just going with the flow and it all works out, those are my favorite guesses. To just really just pop something in off a whim and it working. I really do love that. To solve it on 3. Gotta pat myself on the back. How wonderful. What else is wonderful is the mini. Now let us just get started with this. 4 before E. 4 before E. Well, that's interesting. This is like more of, not a cryptic crossword clue, but it's more of a puzzle solve, so I like that. So what could it be? My first instinct is A, because, you know, A, B, C, D, E. E is the 5th letter of the alphabet, so 4 before that would be A, would it not? But 4 before E. Oh, maybe 4 like this, a golf 4. Now that's, no, that might be a cryptic crossword clue. Closer to cryptic, and you don't know what cryptic crosswords are. They're more of the traditional crossword I feels, from my understanding, and my understanding could be wrong, I feel is American. A cryptic crossword is more English, more British in nature, I believe. And instead of hints being direct definitions like maybe 4x4 is not the best one. A piece of marble, maybe being like a slab or something, but we'll get to that when we get to that. It'll instead be like a puzzle to try and solve this. Like royal in a mother's royal enable, or something along those lines. Mother can be abbreviated as M, royal can be abbreviated as R, and in indicates the R is in able, and that would put marble, starting off with the M for mother, and AR, the R being placed inside able. That's a bad way to describe it, but cryptic crosswords are something that I struggle with very much. I'm not the, not very, how do I say this, acquainted with it. Not very acquainted with all the certain words. I can't just guess off a whim. And some people can, and those people are, wow, simply amazing. One day I'd like to do a cryptic crossword, but I'd have to learn how to do that, and I'd have to put time and effort into it. Which, in hindsight, not hindsight, which saying it aloud would be a good idea for a video. Just practicing cryptic crosswords until I'm able to do one on my own. And that would be a good video. But we continue. Stock market pessimist. Well, I know the bull market is bad. And the bear market is bad. Bull is good. You want it to be a bull market if you own stocks. You want it to be a bear market if you don't own stocks. It is currently a bear market, so you might want to buy stocks, but they might go down. It's a mess. But we continue. Nick Blank, college football great with 7 national titles. Okay, so this is a coach then. Well, actually, maybe it's a player. That would be crazy. No, it's definitely a coach. If it was a player to win 7 national titles with NCAA eligibility is... Oh boy, that's crazy. Early word for many babies. I'm thinking mama, papa, or goo-goo. I'm going to go with mama. Could be very easily be papa, but we'll change it when we change it. Piece of marble, I said earlier. Slab seems to fit the bill. 6-pack found in this puzzle's circled letters. I don't know, but I think we're wrong on something. Smiles proudly. Beams. So I believe 4 is wrong. Beams is a proud smile. I believe that fits. Not entirely sold on it, but I believe it fits. Shadowy group. I don't know. What messy people love. Snatch. Nab. 4 before E. Oh, A, B, C, D. Oh, it's the 4 letters themselves. Oh, that's clever. That's a cute little puzzle. Nick Blank. I don't know. Actually, I might know. Is it Cagan? C-A-G-A-N? I don't know why that's the first thing comes to mind. Maybe. But we go down. 6-pack found in the puzzle's circled letters. There's A, B's, and C's. I think it's C. I'm not sure. Well, 6-pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it said there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 6. ABCs? No. I have no idea. Right. What messy people love? They love drama. Oh my, that's a lot of A's. So I'm going to say this is actually a G. Cagan. And Kagal? I don't know. And I'm going to say Cagan. And just about. It's this G that's wrong, isn't it? Shadowy group. Cabal. And Cabin? I think Cabal is correct. Cabin probably isn't. Ooh. And this is a 6-pack found in this puzzle's circled letters. There are 6 A's and 4... Is there 6 A's? 1, 2, 3... No, there's only 5 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 B's. I'm going to enable auto check because I'm not sure. And unfortunately, we nailed it. And I say only unfortunately because now we have no idea what this is. I'm sorry, Nick. I don't know your last name. Please forgive me. And 6-pack. Abs. And Sabin. Okay. That's clever. I should have said it. 6-pack. There's 1 ab, 2 ab, 3 ab, 4 ab, 5 ab, and 6 ab. Just reading either left to right or up to down. Oh, that's clever. That is very clever. That was a good puzzle. That was really clever. Like, hats off to it. Hats off to that. Because it wasn't just definitions. It was really thinking outside of the box. I really like that. I feel like that's not common in crossword puzzles. At least in crossword puzzles I'm used to seeing the mini. But that is just really... I'm a really big fan of that. I really am. Wow. But what else would I'm a big fan of? That's right, the connections. Right, let us read them off. Silver, I'm thinking like maybe a silver bullet, which can kill a werewolf, or silver the metal, or silver the color. I didn't click it. A bike, I'm thinking like a bicycle. Boxer, either the dog the boxer, or a boxer along the lines of Little Mac, of Mike Tyson, of Rocky, of Ippo from Hajime no Ippo, of all those sorts. Panama, I'm thinking canal. That's what I feel most people think of when they think of Panama. But Latin America as well. Bermuda, it has that much. I don't believe it's considered Latin America. I could be wrong on that. I think, what is the closest state to it? Is it North Carolina? Is it somewhat off the coast of North Carolina? Yeah, I don't know, but I would maybe loop that with Panama, but I'm not entirely sure, and I might be a red herring. Clue. I'm thinking the board game. I'm thinking the movie based off the board game. Oh, I love the Clue movie. I don't think the Clue movie is particularly amazing in any specific singular aspect, but I do love hearing the story about it. And I've seen all the endings, which, okay, I ruined the surprise, but the Clue movie had multiple endings when it came out. So if you went to one theater at one time, you might see one ending, but if you went to another theater at a different time, you might see a different ending. And hearing about that is just an incredible sort of, how you say, it's just crazy to have multiple endings for a movie all recorded and not show them all, and then have, oh, I saw this happen in the ending. No, that wasn't it. It was Professor Plum with the candlestick. No, it was Miss White in the hall with the revolver. It's just like the board game. That's so clever. I wish more movies would do that. There's so many creative gems. I love innovation, if you can't tell. There's a lot of things that can become trite in anything. There's a lot of tropes, a lot of whatnot, and following it does make money. No one can deny that. There's nothing wrong with being basic from a financial standpoint, but from a content standpoint, being innovative is just, that's something I aspire to do. And the Clue movie, how innovative that ending was. I really love it. Or the endings, I should say. 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, or the board game, or a clue to something else, or a hint. Continue. Man. I'm thinking of, what was that meme? That Batman, but you take away the bat from him, and it's just man. That was funny. That's what I'm thinking of. Man, mankind, or maybe the types of, what is it? Types of, not themes, what is it called? Like man versus self, man versus world, man versus God, man versus creator. Those sorts of conflicts, yes. That's what I'm thinking of. Commando. That could either mean like going commando, going rogue, going AWOL maybe, or in a more crude manner, to go without one's undergarments. I don't know how to sugarcoat that word, but we'll move on. Crystal. I'm thinking Pokemon Crystal. Or I'm thinking along the lines of, what am I thinking along the lines of? A gemstone of sorts. Brazil. Going back to Panama, and I know I mentioned this on stream, but beat the U.S. men's soccer team, the national U.S. men's soccer team. And they knocked them out of some important tournament or whatever, which, hats off to Panama. I didn't watch it because I'm more of a bigger game soccer guy. If you make the World Cup, I will follow you, I will root for you. But if you don't make the World Cup, I'm not too big a fan of national teams in general, in any sport, until the World Cup or gold medal games or whatever. And that's just sports in general, like basketball, archery, all of them. Once you get to the big competitions, I'm gonna root for you. But before then, I don't necessarily. Care is a bit too brutal of a word. I'm not too acquainted necessarily, except for basketball. Basketball is the only other thing, but even then, not the national teams. But yeah, Brazil, or it could be Brazil nuts. I'm sorry, I watched that one House MD clip where he's like, he didn't eat chestnuts, he ate Brazil nuts, and that's very different, and blah blah blah. And House MD is a show that I have never actually watched. I just consumed it through osmosis via addictive YouTube shorts. So I don't know if they're actually called Brazil nuts or whatever they're called, but Brazil makes me think of that. Witness, to see. Oh, that reminds me of one of my favorite intros for streamer. And oh, I don't know if I can say it. I like to embrace the cringe, and it is intentionally cringe, and that's why I love it, but boy. You know what? I have to say it now. But I can't do the voice. I can't go too choony with it, too edgy with it. I'm getting embarrassed just thinking about it. But you know what? Off of memory, here we go. I am Chaos, the ends of ends, a steel rose trapped in a cage of ice. Your best friend from Hololive EN, Hako's Bales, witness me. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I said that. I can't do her very high energetic way of saying it, mainly because I'm beat red, embarrassed. I'm out of energy because I was planning on going to... Well, I actually wasn't going to go to sleep after this. I wanted to do some more recording. I spent so much of today just editing that one YouTube short, which it didn't come out exactly how I wanted to. I had to create a version, and I had to create a premature version, and then once I tried to go back to edit it originally to fix the mistakes, it wasn't working, it got messed up or whatever, so I had to use the version I created and edit that on top of it, and it was a bit of, I don't want to say it like this, but I can't think of a better word. It was a bit of inbreeding in terms of editing. I'm using it so out of context, and I apologize, but I just can't think of a better word to describe it. I had to edit and edit, which was a bit of a doozy, and there was a huge error with one of the sounds, which fortunately I was able to correct by getting the sound from the original clip, and it was just a huge headache, but it turned out decently with all the scuff and whatnot, but man, it took so long to edit. But yes. Witness. How did I get to editing from Witness? I don't know. Let's move on. China. Well, that's a country, thinking along the lines of these, but that also might be a red herring. It could also be like fine China, like plates. Or the Great Wall of China. I really don't know. Plan. Well, a plan is a plan. It's a set of steps to achieve a goal. So why can I not think of it? Why can I not think of any other definition for plan? Any other use of the circumstances? Plan A, plan B. Oh, plan plus letter. That might be it. Cargo. That means like, not storage, but goods to transport. That's your cargo. Linen. Some nice linen of bed sheets. That reminds me, I do have to wash my bed sheets. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, not tonight. Tonight I'm gonna just have some more fun with some recording stuff. And canal. Canal. Maybe it's car? Well, my first look is a canal. Which, looking at it like this, I feel like canal is spelled differently. It's not, but I feel like it's spelled differently. But then, aside from canal, like a Panama Canal, oh my gosh, my pronunciation is flubbing it now. I'm thinking like Cain plus Abel. It's like some weird mashup of Cain and Abel from the Bible. And now we begin, and I don't have the faintest clue. Oh, maybe crime. Clue, witness, plan is a bit of a stretch, but we can go with it. We can vibe with it if we can think of something else. Silver bike boxer. No. Not that I think of. Crystal, to be clear, crystal clear. No. I haven't a clue. There's a clue, there's a plan. Okay, that's something. That's a connection. Wow, I'm really at a loss. A bike has 2 wheels. Anything else has 2 wheels. Well, let's go with the easy one. Like, countries. Of course, nothing. I assume that was a red herring, because it seemed so simple, but I didn't have a better guess. Oh, wait. Silver, linen, crystal, and something else. These are like fine gifts. China. These are like fine, regal gifts. Oh, materials associated with fancy dining. I guess. That makes sense. I just remember, I think my parents still have the fine china that they received as a gift for their wedding. Which is crazy. So, yeah, I was thinking fancy gifts, but fine china is a gift, but it's also fancy dining. 100%. But I just remember a lot of, newlyweds, you'd get them gifts of, like, house goods. Like, some wares for cookwares, utensils, all that stuff. Sheets and whatnot. Yeah, to make their house a home. For that, cheesy saying. To make the house a real home. That's nice. But what's not nice is that we are kind of clueless. So let us continue with this. Witness is to see. To bear witness. Bear. Anything else bear? No, this is dog. Boxer is a type of dog, but not a bear. So it's not to bear witness. But witness is to see, to clue, to plan. Maybe something like that. Commando. Let's go with that. Bit of a stretch. One away. I don't think it's commando. Clue, witness, plan. What else? We also could just be wrong. Panama? Oh, I should not guess this, but I'm going to. It was commando? That's what I'm getting. It was commando. Alright, so what's wrong here? Maybe plan? Maybe witness. Well, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know. I really don't. I haven't the faintest clue. And it is quite humiliating only getting the yellow. So please bear with me as I just try to think of something else. Bermuda Triangle. So, triangle. That's a shape. I'm sorry. I'm just distracted by the music. I remember exactly what this is. I haven't played my Nuzlocke in a while. For Pokemon Black and White 2, but this is from Pokemon Black and White 2. This is the guy who sings underneath that bridge in whatever town it is. And I always like listening to him sing. The ah-eos are great. And the ooh-ahs. Oh my. Bermuda Triangle. So maybe shapes. Let's see. What other shapes are there? None that I can think of. Boxer. Really, no other triangles. No other triangles? That sounds so weird out of context. I realize I don't really have much context. A canal is like a line. Brazil. I'm thinking of the huge the huge Jesus statue in, is it Rio? Oh wait, no, did we have Brazil as a word before? I think we might have, because I remember talking about fittingly, what was it? The movie Rio. Oh no, I was talking about the movie Rio 2 actually, and then I referenced Rio. Actually, it might have been something different. But yeah, I'm just thinking of Carnival. Oh, it might have been Carnival. Oh, Carnival. As a celebration. No, I don't see any other celebrations. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. Wow, I'm at a loss. Oh, Bermuda Triangle. Boxer ring. Well, it's boxing ring. And that's a stretch already. Because a ring is more of a... Like a shape would more be a... Well, I guess you could have a ring as a shape. Like if you had a donut as a shape. Oh, I love the topologist thing where a mug is a donut. Because it only has one hole. Topology is one of those things that is very weird. But once you look at with the perspective of a topologist, you're like, oh yeah, this makes sense. But it's that perspective of topology that's just... You are strange. I have no idea what you're talking about. But basically the not entire core of topology, but core principle of topology is for something to be a hole, it has to go through something. For instance, you dig a hole in the ground, that's not a hole unless you go all the way through the earth and go on the other side. You have to pierce something essentially. Like a donut has a hole, but a cup would not have a hole considering it's all one connected figure. Think about it like just flattening it, and if there's still a hole, then it has a hole. If there's not a hole, then it's not. Well, actually, it's different. A little bit different. Is it different? Well, it's sort of like flattening, but you basically take one hole and you just pull that out to a wider circle. And so what would that be an example of? Well, actually, let me think of it like a straw. Well, go from the perspective that a straw has two holes. The hole up top that you sip from and the hole from the bottom where the liquid comes through. Let's go with that perspective. What a topologist would do is they would take that bottom hole and stretch it out and just flatten it. And that wouldn't be a hole, that would just be the outside. And the top hole would be the one hole. It would be a hole in the center and it would look like a donut of sorts. And then the same thing with the donut, I guess. A donut's essentially a straw in that sense. But yes, that's what topologists do. They're... How do I say this? Strange people that scare me. Yeah, that's a good way of phrasing it. Sorry, topologists. I respect you. But I also think topology is simultaneously weird, fascinating, funny, and serious. It's a mix of things, and I love it. Math is... I love math. Math is great. I know I talked about my not-so-fun teacher the other day. Great at drawing brackets, though. But I am getting sidetracked. I need to put in an answer. So, boxer is a dog. Cargo shorts. Any other shorts? Bike shorts. Boxer shorts. Boxers have shorts. And commando shorts. I'm going to go with that. Darn. Oh, I hate that. Oh my. What I hate was kinds of shorts. Bermuda shorts. Okay. Bike, boxer, and cargo. Okay, so it wasn't commando shorts. That makes more sense. And I've heard of Bermuda shorts. Ah, man. I could have gotten that if I had one more guess. Nouns in a famous palindrome. Huh. Nouns in a famous palindrome. I don't think I've seen this. I don't know what this is referring to exactly. I don't know what palindromes. Because a palindrome is just a word that's the same read forward as it's read backwards. Think race car, taco cat, Bob. None of these are palindromes. I don't know what this is. And then movies from 1985. I was literally talking about the Clue movie. And I'm going to be honest, not too familiar with movies before the year 2000. I know, obviously, a good few, but at the end of the day, I don't know much. I didn't experience the 90s as a millennial or the 80s as a millennial slash Gen X, or the 70s as a Gen X, or the 60s as a Gen X slash Boomer, or you get the point. I'm a Zoomer through and through. I only Zoom. So those old school, and I say old school, it's not old school. We're all old school. Gen Alpha isn't even the youngest gen anymore. We got Gen Beta now, which is crazy. Like, we're all old, man. There might be a 7-year-old watching this in this year of 2025. And at the end of the day, they're not even the youngest generation anymore. I think. I don't know when Gen Beta started. But that's just crazy. Everything just goes on. Time goes on, everything goes on. And that's wonderful. But what is also wonderful is that we have one more game to do before we call it a night. One more silly little thing for a silly little guy like myself. And today's game is none other than Dungleon. I might have butchered that, but we don't care. And how do we play? Guess the dungeon's composition in 6 guesses. Pieces that are in the right spot appear green. Look at this little archer. Pieces that exist in the dungeon but are in the wrong position turn yellow. Look at this little skeleton. Pieces that don't exist in the dungeon turn red. Now, call me crazy. This is purple, right? I know men have higher rates in color blindness than women, and it's very common to be colorblind as a man. But I have lived so many years of life, and let me be entirely real with you all. I have never experienced any indication that I might be colorblind. This is like a purple or magenta, correct? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. But we continue. If you want an extra challenge, use the green and yellow pieces revealed in your next guess. Got it. Okay, so sort of like Wordle. Alright. All pieces in the dungeon follow a set of secret rules. Figure them out to find the answers faster over time. Bomb, 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 bomb. First, tips around the house. Every dungeon has at least one hero and one monster. Some pieces only appear along with other pieces. Some pieces only appear in a specific spot. I think I got that. Oh, wow. That's, can I... Give me a second to actually maybe fix this a bit. And by fix this a bit, I mean zoom in. Because those little guys at the bottom of the screen, they're little. They are little. They are little. Alright, I think I did something good. I might be wrong. Oh my, wait, what's this? This is better. Sorry about that, that's weird. But anyway, that's marginally better visually. So let us begin. Alright, so I'm thinking let's do a party of 3. A mage in the back for a long range. Then maybe an archer and a knight. And there has to be monsters. So let's say there's a skeleton and they're guarding some gold. A chest. Gold is next to it over here. Is this a key? I don't know what that is. But let's enter this. We have a skeleton. We have a monster. We have some adventurers. And we did a good order. I forget if archer would be mid or far range. But yeah, I think that I'm content with this guess. So that would mean... I'm sorry. Red is good, right? And by red I mean purple, but yeah, that's gonna mess me up. Knight. Skeleton. Archer? I'm sorry. Let me read the rules again. Oh, pieces that in the right spot appear green. Pieces that in the wrong spot turn yellow. And don't exist turn... Okay, I misread the rules. That is on me. That is on me. I misread the rules. I misread the rules. That is bad. Alright, so we start off with the archer. Maybe a villager? The archer can't be... Alright. Maybe a spider, a blade orc, and an axe orc. Let's go like this. Okay. So it's archer, then villager. Oh, I forgot the treasure chest. I wanted to play by those rules. And then let's go with dragon hoarding some treasure. Let's go with that. We have a key. What's that? You found a magic spell. You needed to use some help. One type removes invalid pieces while the other highlights a correct piece. Honestly, we have 2 guesses left. Let's use it. Those are all wrong, so... Archer, villager... Let's go king, chest, and... Is this a... Let's go necromancer. Ooh, that's not very good. Oh my. And we have to do a guess. Huh. Do you want to go with the bandit? Let's go jewel, relic, chest, and bandits. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Is that good? I press enter. I'll press enter again. No. Not this time. It was archer, villager, bat, chest, bat? Oh! It repeated. That's... Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. But that is certainly impressive. I think there is a lot more to that game, a lot more nuance than I was expecting going in. And I respect that. It was definitely different than the normal Wordle variants that I experienced. And honestly, I was expecting it just to be like a Wordle of sorts. And to a degree it was, but it was definitely creative with the hidden rules and whatnot. That was something that's something I can admire. Unfortunately, I did not try to understand that, and I also misread the rules at start. But, yeah, that was creative. I have some respect for that. But that will do it for the puzzles. As I mentioned, today is a big working day for me. I'm thinking about making not thinking about, I am going to make a longer video of sorts. It's not going to be finished anytime soon, though. I'm going to spend the next few weeks trying to just chip away at it and accomplish it. And even then, even after I complete all the recording and all the editing, I might hold off on it for a little bit just to create some different long-form content or longer-form content to release. I guess I can announce what I'm going to do. Again, it's not going to be anytime soon. But I plan to do a fire red, leaf green Nuzlocke. I've set up some infrastructure to do this, and I'm going to attempt it, pretty much. So, please do look forward to that. Again, not anytime soon. It'll be, I would say, at least months before the video is completed. And that's assuming I don't pull my hair out, failing time and time and time again, because a Nuzlocke is difficult. It's really difficult. I've never completed a true Nuzlocke. I've always, how do I say this, held back in certain ways. Whenever I would feel I was not a character die, but a Pokemon die an unfair death, I would make excuses in my head and blah blah blah, because the grinding wasn't necessarily the most fun. But with this in mind, I can finally take the steps to accomplish my goal of completing a real Pokemon Nuzlocke. And I still have my other Nuzlocke going on my 3DS, my Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke, and it's going strong. But that is something incredibly casual. This is something I want to have a rock hard mentality of doing. And I think I will. So, I hope it'll live up to my expectations, and I hope it is something that you will enjoy. And I hope today's video, today's daily puzzles, were something that you enjoyed. As always, thank you for watching. Have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.